It's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Razorbacks will put total leather to crank us up. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Scanning the field, it's Rivers. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Swanky, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
Fights off the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Line getting set on second down. Release by the QB. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
Dropping back, it's Rivers. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. The screen, and watch out. And he'll be brought down. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Here's the pressure. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points, start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He'll take it himself. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Send the tight end in motion. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. To the air, it's Rivers. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down, makes the big mistake.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance.
Gonna let it fly. Catch and stride inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Run in the red zone, it's Russell. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Arkansas.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Lets it fly. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. Has to get there to move the sticks. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And Reese, no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Second down coming up.
We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Dropping back, it's Rivers. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think a swag. He's just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
And the Noles in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a 2-time All-American, they know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to TCU. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Finds his man in the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Makes the grab. It's Wallace. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Extending the play. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'll lob to lock them up close to their goal line. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down.
First and 10.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and it's just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in their recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Rivers. Under fire. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Davis. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Back to pass. The screen, he can go. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Noles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Rivers. Plucks it out of the air. There he headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires left. And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Bringing the heat. Kept it and he's past the mark. Turning it on. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Here's a heat. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Florida State.
Looking to pass. It's Rivers. Snagged in the middle. It's Watkins. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Finds his tight end. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Seminoles will snap it on first and 10. Looking to throw, it's Rivers. Makes the catch. It's Davis. Man, just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Dome. To the air, it's Dyer. Grab near the marker, it's Jefferson. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the double. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
The Razorbacks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Rivers. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown Seminoles. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to TCU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top. Here comes the Heat. Catch in the middle, it's Jefferson. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Wallace. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Razorbacks are flying down the field. These corners going to give these receivers some space. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Connection to the right. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance. And when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking. They get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig suey.
The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Razorbacks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now sliding to his left. Jukes his way for more. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Looking deep down the right side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Rivers. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Now on second down. Back to pass. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Got it near midfield. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got it! Touchdown, Arkansas! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Rivers. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads it downfield. He's got it inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a two-time All-American, they know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to TCU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass. It's Rivers. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. And the Noles will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
They say pressure busts pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Rivers. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. He slings it deep to the left. Intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate, because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes him pay with the pick.
The give to the tailback. Got room to work. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the back. Oh, it's out! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Noles want to move quickly. Toss sweep to the right. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Third and short, just what the doctor ordered. Toss play, good job up front by the offensive line, getting a bit of a push, and they get the first down.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast.
Got it in stride inside the 20.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And the Seminoles are rolling down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Noles! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's in open space downfield. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Leaves it with the running back. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Razorbacks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built a lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
They'll give it to the back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll try the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
The give to the back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The corners are walked up tight. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Good, solid tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to TCU. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Razorbacks! With that score, looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
Florida State, 30.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Rivers. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
So here they come, going for it after giving up that sack and desperately needing to move the chains. It's caught. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on the 13th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. To throw, it's Collier. Fires to the tight. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Where to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to take off. Turns it on in midfield. And his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Chanticleers will hustle to the line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play. Instead of this just the original pass, so defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
The Chanticleers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Chanticleers will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this.
Intercepted, and the drive ends with a pick. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to throw, it's Collier. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. The shot that clears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to sneak it. Got the first down and still on his feet. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They'll leave it with the lone back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Again high, and they got him at the 29.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. And the try is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's back. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Throwing right. It's complete. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to take a shot. Picked off, and they an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return. More important, they got... away, and now they're in business.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his 2nd interception in the 1st quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
Coastal Carolina has it. Offense headed back to the field. Got the quick completion. Nope. Run nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Gets rid of it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
That's just not the start you were expecting to see from this guy. Obviously, it's a big game. There's a lot of pressure. The crowd is loud, but we've seen 2 drops in the first quarter from this guy. He's got to crank it up.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the right. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Back to throw. It's back. Oh, they're after him. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Every defense in the country talks about getting...
It's a fake. He's going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? From the gun, running back on the move. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. He'll sneak it.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and let's see what they do to finish off this drive.
And the shot to clear is trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, shot to clear. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Dropping back, it's back. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan's offense will have the football first. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your...
Picked off in the opening. Is stopped with an interception. He's brought. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches always preaching about...
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Swings it out to his... And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off play action. Took a shot as he threw. And it's incomplete on third down. Let's send out the kicker here. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now, here's second and long. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Underwood. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on it.
Oh, trickeration, he wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. Enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Straight downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Fresno State working from the red zone. Reads it, fires complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying play action. Fires into the end zone. Touch. Bulldogs fit it in the window for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Off play action on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know if anybody saw this happening. He's 0 for 6 to start the game throwing it. He's just not seeing the field real well. The defense is done.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. A somewhat patriotic feel to set the stage in this one. The color wheel of the USA on display, a couple of teams who don the red and blue. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see, a team from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Fresno State's offense takes the field. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got...
Intercepted! Drive ends with a pick. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Fires to... And the defense had that one well covered. just a short game there. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Grab sticks. It's Henry. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. That's caught. It's clapped. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Henry. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll try to run for it. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. A first down run in the red zone. And he'll step into the end. Touchdown Owls!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that drive covered 40 yards, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Dropping back, it's Warner. Hit as he throws. Picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown Owls! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. It's a fake. The good news is it was complete. The bad news is not enough for the first down. Punt team headed out. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Used the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the... so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Fresno State, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle.